Alright, let's deploy a whole bunch of virtual machines with ScaleIO completely installed on it in Azure in just under 30 minutes. So all you do is you click this Deploy to Azure button, you log into Azure, it'll take a minute. Then once you're logged in, you'll see this JSON template defined. You just go ahead and hit save, and then you start filling in the parameters. So new storage account name, just unique storage account name. The type is going to be locally redundant or global. Locations for the virtual network storage accounts, and a name for the ScaleIO management. Administrative username and password, OS version, and then you got to pick a SKU for your ScaleIO storage nodes here. So then you pick one of those, and you got to pick a disk size. Caveat here is that it has to be compatible with the SKU you chose, so vet that out beforehand or else the deployment will fail. And then number of nodes that you want deployed, those are storage nodes, and then the DNS name that the management station will be accessible. Go ahead and hit create. Once you hit create, it's going to start deploying all the necessary resources to get this cluster up and going. So it's going to deploy X number of VMs, where X is the number of nodes that you chose in the parameter section there. As you can see, it's starting to deploy some of the components. And if we go and look at the resource group, we can see a couple of them populating. And there's some of the tasks going there. Let's X out and go back in. Sometimes Azure, especially the new portal, has problems refreshing right on screen, so we'll go ahead and reload the resource group again so we can see the progress. And you'll see there's a whole bunch of nodes here. There 0 through 19 for the storage nodes, so that's the 20 that we chose in the previous parameters section. And then all the network interfaces that are required, as well as the public IP address, DNS name for the management station, so you can access it over the network or over the internet. And you can see they're currently creating. So this will take some amount of time. You'll see it's about 9 o'clock now, so take note of that. And we'll pause, and then I'll come back once the deployment's almost complete. So here it is. It's 9:23, so it's been about 23 minutes since we started. All of the storage nodes are complete. All the extensions, which are the custom script extensions that do package deployments on the nodes, are complete. The only thing left is the management extension, which is, of course, the longest to deploy. And what we want to do, and just to show you that it's kind of deploying ScaleIO in conjunction with that custom script extension that's still running, or as part of it, we're going to go ahead and look at the gateway. And you can see that there are packages there that have already been pushed to it. And you can see there's a deployment in progress. And it's almost done. Just a few more steps left. These are actually the final steps. And when this finishes, that last management custom script extension piece of our resource group deployment will finish, and then that'll be that. And so the environment will be set up and ready to go. So now we see that it succeeded, and we'll go ahead and check out and you can see there's a notification that says that it has completed, and we'll go ahead and remote into our management station that was created as part of the deployment. So once we get in this station, I just want to show you a couple of things. First, let's see what sort of programs are installed. So we can see there's Java, there's the ScaleIO gateway, the GUI, the SDC and the LIA, and OneGet as well. So as part of the deployment, the GUI and the gateway are both installed, so all of those things are ready to roll as soon as you log in. So we'll log into the primary MDM, which will always be 10.0.0.5. The username will be admin, and the password is password with a capital P 123. So when we log in, we see the cluster's already created. We have 21 SDCs, which are the 20 storage nodes, as well as the management station, which is an SDC. And we can see each of those have 100 gig devices. And we can actually do a PowerShell session with the MDM node and create volumes and attach them to our management station SDC. And as you can see, there it is. So that's pretty much that. So you can go ahead and create a bunch of volumes. You can mess around with some things. You can leverage the API over the internet, as the API is accessible over IP using the DNS name. ScaleIO and Iometer are also installed packages, so you can use those rather quickly if you want to do performance testing of some sort. And when you're done, you just go back to Azure, you go to the resource group, and you hit delete. Type in the name, hit delete, and Azure will go ahead and asynchronously delete all of the configured resources within that group. And when it's done, you will no longer be charged for the items that were in that group, and they'll all be deleted.